Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Sorry I have not been uploading videos, but I have been a little under the weather. I had some personal things that I had to take care of, and as you guys may know, I also do consultations and I actually do workings as well, so I've been kind of busy on that. But here we are doing the September. We're going to start with Aries for the monthly reading of September. Okay, Spirit. What are the messages for Aries for the month of September? I'm going to do the 5-card spread, which is using all the elements. So it's going to be the earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Oh, we have our first one. And of course, earth is going to be for work, professional, or material. Air is going to be for communication and the way we communicate throughout the month with people and vice versa. And also, fire is going to be, or fire represents the challenge for the month, what it is you need to work on for this month, or what you may have to overcome during this month. And water, of course, has to do with relationships. It can be love-wise, it can be relationships within your family, etc. And last, spirit, which is your spirit message or your spiritual lesson for this month. Okay, so if you guys prefer the other reading or this one, like I said, I am going to be doing readings, different types of spreads throughout the months. You guys can go ahead and let me know, comment below, or private message me and let me know which one resonates better with you guys, which one you guys prefer best. And I will try the best I can to do or accommodate you guys' wants or needs as far as that. Okay, so here we go. I think this is going to be my last shuffle. Spirit, what are the messages for Aries for September 2016? Okay. So the first card popped out already, which is for Workwise, the element of earth. So we have earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Okay, so here we go. For your first card, you have the 7 of Pentacles, and this is work-wise or professional. So for you, those of you who are currently employed, what this card is representing through the month of September, you guys are going to find yourself perhaps either I guess working a little bit slower, working less hours, or having more spare time or more free time, I guess, is the best way of putting it. And you will find yourself analyzing or trying to analyze if where you're at right now is a place that you want to continue growing and building, or if it's time for you to move on. I have a feeling for most Aries, perhaps you guys are not comfortable at the job where you're at anymore. And there is a need for growth or there's a need for uh, expansion. And what I mean by that is I'm getting this energy with this card specifically. I'm getting this energy of boredom. So perhaps you guys don't feel, I guess, challenged enough at your job, at your current job. Um, and you're just trying to figure out if you're basically trying to figure out if you should make a move, if you should start looking for another job, or if you should wait it out and just see if there's opportunity for growth and advancement within the company you're in right now. For those of you who are currently looking for a job, this is definitely talking about looking back or having the need to look back into um, looking or having the need to look back into past behaviors. What I mean by that is, and like I said, for those of you that are not currently employed, There is a need for you to go back and to analyze all the jobs you've had before in the past, or opportunities that you have had present themselves that perhaps you didn't take, perhaps you were afraid, perhaps you didn't want the challenge, or whatever it was, and you're kind of feeling, or you're having the feeling of being stuck, more than anything. um, and it can even represent, because it is in the material world, it can also represent money wise. You feel like you have enough to cover your bills, enough to, you know um, just enough to get all your needs met, but you're in this emotional feeling of unfulfillment, or feeling like you can achieve more, but yet you have not, and you feel stuck at the current position, or at the current moment. Okay, and this is, like I said, we're going to continue doing the reading throughout, based on the cards you fall, and I will get a clearer picture. But that's just for your earth, or for work wise and finances. So next we have communications, which is the element of air, and we have the eight of swords. And the eight of swords is a card that speaks to me all about feeling stuck again, feeling like you can't move forward, you can't move back, like you're just stuck, you're bounded. Uh, and this as a communication, or as a representation of your communication throughout this month. Perhaps this is feeling like there may arise a situation where you feel the need to speak up for yourself. Um, Perhaps basically you're not wanting, like the two of swords is all about going within. This is in the outside. More distractions around you, more just having more noise around you, not being able to, like, basically shut down and go in within yourself to find out what it is that you want to do regarding this situation. But because it's coming up in your second position, which is the element of air, and this has to do with communication, you're gonna feel suppressed more than anything. So this can be a person actually, you having an issue with someone, that they make you feel suppressed, they make you feel like you cannot express your emotions or your feelings, because this card is representing you, uh, for the element of air, which is communication and how we interact with other people. This card is basically encouraging you not to suppress your feelings, not to feel like, and it can even be in the workplace. Like I said, if you feel like you have been unappreciated, if you feel like you have not moved up the ladder, if you feel like you're not being challenging enough, with the communications card, this is telling you it's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to stand for yourself and know your worth. If you know that you can take on more responsibilities, with more responsibilities, of course, comes more pay. So perhaps you feeling like you're stuck, and you feeling like you have no control over the situation, when in reality, you kind of do. I mean, you have to want it. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to grow? How bad do you want to make more money? Um, and with communication as well, how bad do you want to get your message across? And with this card, it's basically telling you, you know, stop feeling stuck. Stop, more than anything, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Take the initiative, take the responsibility of saying that, you know what, at the end of the day, life is going to give me, or life is going to be whatever it is I make of it. So if you suppress your feelings, if you suppress how you're feeling, or the need to express to other people your wants, needs, and desires, then you're only self sabotaging yourself. Okay. And this is a very clear message that I'm getting. So for you Aries out there that are struggling in your professional life, or even on a with the people around you, if you feel like you have not been able to express yourself, or you have to check yourself basically before you talk, because maybe you have higher ups or whatever the case may be, the message is very clear, and the message is for everything as far as communication. Speak up for yourself, stand up for yourself. You're in this position at the current situation. You guys have the power to be able to walk away from that situation, or to not feel restricted more than anything. um and it's encouraging you to do so. So, please, if this is resonating to you, let me know. Comment in the bottom, because this message is coming definitely very clear for me right now. Um, Anyways, moving along with fire or the challenge. In the challenge position, you have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is all about abundance, growth, more money coming into your life. Um, and here's the thing, because it's coming up in the challenge position, and you have the Seven of Pentacles in your Earth sector. And then with the communication, you have the Eight of Swords. I can tell you this, because it is coming up in a challenge position, and the Nine of Pentacles is not really a challenge, but here's here's the thing. It is a challenge if you're not receiving, or you're not living, or you're not making as much as you should. And that's definitely a challenge, because that's a challenge you're going to have to overcome this month for September, which is, if you want more money, if you want more growth, if you want more abundance, if you want more responsibilities, it's time for you to stick up for yourself. It's time for you to step up and demand more. Either, give me more responsibilities, uh, I can take on more things. Show your worth. Show that you're capable of doing it. And I guarantee you, because it's coming up as a challenge, like I said, nine is really all about abundance. I mean, it's only one step before happiness, which is the 10 of Pentacles. So in reality, you have that potential for September. So you may even see, if you start speaking up for yourself, and you start uh, basically standing up for yourself and not settling for very little. Uh, and this can be in relationships as well, but I'll get into that in a bit. um, then definitely you have the potential, but your challenge is going to be that of the Nine of Pentacles. In order for you to receive that, in order for you to have more abundance, in order for you to have more balance, in order for you to have even the confidence that this woman in this picture represents, you need to learn to do that within yourself first. And the only way to do that is, like the saying goes, if you want respect, you have to show respect and show people your worth. And don't ever settle, or, let other people belittle you or even doubt you. I mean, anyone can doubt you, but it's more than anything, it's you proving, So step up for this month of September. Very, very, important for you, Aries people. In order to succeed and receive more blessings, you guys need to speak up. You guys need to um, just throw yourselves out there and actually, dare to dream bigger more than anything. And this is very weird to me, because Aries people, you guys are not shy at all. You guys are not the quiet type, But for some reason, for the month of September, you guys are feeling a little bit suppressed. You guys are feeling a little bit bogged down. And like I said, it can also have to do with relationships, because for your water, or as far as a water um, in the reading, which is your fourth position, you have the Nine of Swords. And I believe for the month of August, you guys got this card as well. And here's the thing, okay? If you're currently in a relationship, um, the Nine of Swords is all about worries, mistrust, stress, um, everything that the mind can take on a negative scope. Okay, um, but more than anything, because it's swords, and swords are all about the mental. This is not factual. Okay, if you had this an example for the fourth position, which is love, the water element. If you had the Three of Swords, then I would tell you it's as my duty, like, there has been some type of betrayal, either on your part or their part, but you're having the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is all about mental anxiety, not sleeping, etc., etc. But this is all in the mind, has nothing to do with facts, has nothing to do with, you know, of course, it has a lot to do with the other cards surrounding it, but at the present time, if you are in a relationship, whatever doubts you've been having, or you've been having, whatever difficulties you guys have been going through or whatnot, um, like I told you guys in August reading, you guys need to let your self doubt go. You need to believe more in yourselves, and you need to either accept the fact that, talk to your partner and be honest about it and be like, if it's self doubt that you're having within yourself, explain to them, hey, I'm sorry if, there's moments of jealousy or whatnot. Um, but it has to do with the fact that, and of course, no one likes to admit, that we're having self doubt in ourselves or whatever. But like I said, with the Nine of Swords, it's all about, just having this crazy anxiety, but it's crazy anxiety that has no fundamental ground whatsoever. And what this means is it's all in your head, basically. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's all in your head. Um, for those of you who are not in a relationship, the Nine of Swords is probably speaking to me about you guys going through this need of wanting a relationship, and it's keeping you up late at night. It's giving you this stress and this anxiety. Perhaps you guys are having difficulty dating. Perhaps it's been a while since you've dated anyone, and you overthink or overanalyze, the approach to dating. And basically, what you're doing is you're creating depression within yourself. And this is resonating very much to the August reading that I did for Aries people. So I do encourage you, Aries people, to actually, um, just go out there, do things that you wouldn't normally do. An example, join a fitness group, join uh, a social, gathering or a social event. Go to, just be out there, and more than anything, it's for your mental state at the moment. I would encourage you to surround yourself with very positive people. I mean, there's a lot of places that you can go to where you can meet people without having the need or the anxiety that comes about, when it has to do with dating or whatnot. A simple trip to the Starbucks and just having coffee or having a frappe there, an example. I'm just giving you an example. It can, give you the opportunity to encounter a person that, can start a conversation with you or whatnot. And it's not so much as to like, I'm gonna go to Starbucks, today. No, I'm saying it's a stepping stone to helping you communicate better with people or feeling more comfortable with the communication going back and forth, going and receiving as well. Um, so, lastly, for your your spiritual advice, you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands has a lot of different meanings, but because it's on a spiritual, on the spiritual position, the Eight of Wands is encouraging you um, to accept and receive the opportunities that are quickly going to come to you. But also, Wands is all about passion. It's a fire. Obviously, it represents the fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos. But more than anything, I'm receiving this or seeing this as accepting the opportunities that come to you, but not self sabotaging them by going too fast into it. And what I mean by that, it can also represent in your love life. Um, if you meet people and you want to very quickly jump into passion, because I'll be honest with you, the Eight of Wands to me talks about quick communication or answers coming back and forth, and it usually represents, a lot of texting, a lot of talking. But with love relationships, it talks to me a lot about either, having those crazy moments of like passion, basically passion unleashed, and it's coming very quickly, meaning um, having a moment where you lack of it, and then you go to, from having a moment of lacking of it, you go to overindulging yourself in escapades or whatever. So as a spiritual advice, what this card is telling you is take the opportunities that are coming to you, because there's many coming to you, and they're going to quickly be coming to you throughout the month of September. But also, do not self-sabotage yourself. If you say you want a long-term relationship but you're very quick into taking them to bed, then obviously that's not going to have, I mean, that you're not starting anything concrete. You're not starting anything with strong fundamentals. And you have to rethink that, I mean, if that's something you're looking for, then awesome, go for it. But if it's not, and because you do have the Nine of Swords, that tells me it has a lot to do with stress, and it has a lot to do with self doubt. So obviously you're wanting, perhaps, your mind, you made it up and you think this is all you want, sex escapades or whatever, but your heart wants something else, and it's not healed yet. So it's very important for the month of September for you guys to self analyze what it is that you guys want in a relationship, or what it is that you expect from your partner and whatnot, and actually becoming that. And when I mean becoming that is, what are you doing to get you closer to what it is that you want? If you want a serious monogamous relationship, then you should not, on a first date, basically, fuck them. You shouldn't do that. um and if it's just, sexual escapades that you're looking for, then by all means don't, talk to them throughout the week or whatever, because that's when feelings grow for each other, when you start knowing uh, about each other and whatnot. So basically, whatever it is that you guys want, act on that, and don't act the opposite, because the universe will always give you um, what it is that you want. And if you yourself don't even know what you want, then you're just sending mixed signals, and has a lot to do with you actually analyzing what it is that you want. I hope that made sense to you guys. Anyways, comment below. Let me know how the month of September goes for you guys. And let me know also if you guys prefer this spread or the spread before that. Many blessings to you guys. And I hope this video finds you all in perfect health.